Hi everyone, this is Lydiah Owiti, the Financial Wellness Deploy Fellow, and this is Unique Career Spotlight.
Oh, and we're live now. We're live. We're live. We are live. Thank you so much for joining me for this very unique career spotlight. I hope that you are reviewing all of our careers posted for the career-thon. And so this unique career spotlight comes to you every Thursday, every other Thursday live. So where we share and showcase military spouses who have a very unique career. If this is you, please join me every other Thursday. We'd love to be able to highlight and inspire other military spouses who are looking for a career, a specific career that is kind of odd, which is my guest's special career. It's very unique. And of course, it kind of ties in with our theme for this week, which is careers in finance. Miss Lydia, welcome. Tell us all about you and your unique career. Spotlight.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Laura. I'm very happy to be here. So, my name is Lydiah Owiti. I am with Blue Star Families as a JP Morgan Chase Financial Wellness Deploy Fellow. I love being a Deploy Fellow, especially talking about financial wellness, because I get to do the things that matter in life, finances, right? A little bit about myself. I am an Army veteran spouse, currently living close to currently living close to New York. I'm in Southbury, Connecticut, and yeah, not too much to say.
So thank you so much for that, Ms. Lydia. So finance, so we're celebrating careers in finance, and I'm sure you've seen it through all your timeline as a financial wellness deployed fellow, multiple and great leaders in the finance sector. But
Yes.
why this particular, out of all the deployed fellowships, why was the finance one the most attractive to you? Why was this such a good fit for you?
Uh, Great question, Laura. You know, finances drive almost every single part of our lives. Particularly in the military, finance is a very, very huge and important topic because the life of a military family or a military spouse is very, very unique. Some find it difficult to get jobs, some find it difficult to stay in jobs, some find it difficult to even have an income. So when I joined this, is part of my mission to help spouses and to help our military community to have finances as one of the most important topics that they discuss. From what do we do with the income that we have? How can we save? How can we budget? How can we make sure that we have enough income? Even talking about things like entrepreneurship. So for me, I wanted to impact the lives of our military families with one of the things that is most important to them. Finances determine where we live, they determine how we eat. Finances determine how we go to school or whether or not we go to school. Finances is the beginning and the end, or probably the only thing that matters in life. We have to control and we have to be financially literate to have a good and thriving life.
Absolutely. And finances also determine how we shop for careers,
Hmm.
right?
Right.
Exactly. So in your personal just outlook and vision, give us a tiny short overview. What does your day-to-day look like? Why is it so unique? What do you do? You get up, you drink coffee, you yell at the kids, you go to the back office. What does your day-to-day look like in a finance as a finance fellow, a wellness fellow, creating great initiatives for our community?
Thank you, Laura. I'm an early riser. I love waking up early in the morning. I love to at least engage in some kind of exercise. I do Pilates right now for restrictions on my body with certain things. Um, and I'm a tea girl. I'm not a coffee person, but I'm a tea. I drink my tea early in the morning. So after my tea, I get my kick of caffeine. Get on my desk around
Cheers.
7:30. Do you have coffee?
Coffee.
I
Yes.
now I have water, so cheers. Yeah, get on my desk and do my admin work, which is the first thing I do. Respond to emails, send out emails, and make sure that everything, anyone who was looking for me and anyone I need to look for, I look for them early in the morning. After that, I am now into business, and business being the core of why I'm with Blue Star Families, which is sorting out financial wellness issues within the military community. So I run bi-monthly webinars dubbed Money Mondays, and for that I research and look for financial topics that are related to the military community. And after I research on them, I want to find relevant panelists who might be able to come on to Money Mondays and talk to us from a position of authority. So my panelists usually end up being people who have subject matter expertise on whatever topic we want to discuss. For example, the last one we did in December was about military spouse and unemployment, and you were there, Laura. You are someone who's been here for so many years. So I want people like you who are doing the things that impact the lives of our military community in those subjects. On Monday, actually yesterday, I was talking about entrepreneurship, and I had like the co-founder of Military Spouse Chamber of Commerce, and someone who's done this for 20 years. So that's my typical life. Once I find the panelists and I find the topic, then I do a run of show to make sure that we are asking the relevant questions and providing the relevant resources. That is me digging and digging and digging everywhere and talking to everyone I can to find out the resources that we need for that particular topic. So, like yesterday when we were talking about entrepreneurship, I want to find out how can a spouse start a business, or if they've started, how can they successfully run it or scale it from one stage to another so they can have enough money to take care of themselves and their families. So Rosie Network, Veterans Project, the project support, and so many other resources. So if you come to Money Mondays, you will find amazing, amazing resources. Beyond Money Mondays, I'm also with the applied research team working to solve issues from a policy angle to find out the financial topics or issues that affect our military community that we might be able to change. So I am helping the research team work on financial wellness for military communities through the Military Family Lifestyle Survey, and digging out up on these issues and working to code the responses from our survey, which is about to be released sometime in a few months. So look out for that as well. Apart from the research side of it, there's supporting, the people that come to my inbox to just ask about, this is what I want to do. How do I start? How do I do this? So it's an ongoing process. Money Mondays and AR team and supporting our spouses and the military community.
Wow. You saw me earlier going like this. Wow. Like you do so much, girl, behind the scenes. This is such a good career fit for you, the researcher, but also because you really love and I can sense that, you really want to do and solve situations that have to do really related to finances, because that is our life. That is it moves our day-to-day military lifestyle, either active or post-retirement. And I'm sure you know this. Post-retirement is even more challenging. I mean, that's another webinar, another time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so it goes on beyond finances. Money is definitely the thing that affects a lot of families, a lot of spouses, a lot of service members, and the entire military trajectory. Now, why would you, let me ask you, since you describe your day so well and so full of, just involvement among policy and then problem solving, what would you share for other military spouses that might be looking for this type of unique career, but also maybe, hint, hint, the deploy fellowships timeline is coming around May, June. And if these particular deploy fellowships come back again in for the next year, what would you share with some of those that are aspired to be in a similar role like yours? What are some of those tips and tricks that you can share that got you where you are?
Yes. Thanks again,
How
Laura.
can I be a Lydia like you? And make my Mondays really thrive.
Well, I'm the only Lydia you can get, so I'm sorry. There's no clone. And if there would be, I would do something about it. That's for another day. Tips. Find out what drives you. For me, it still is impact. If I can impact a life positively, that makes me wake up in the morning. That gives me sleepless nights because I'm thinking, how can I help myself and how can I help impact someone else's life positively? Once you know yourself, figure out the area you want to be in. I wanted to be involved within the military community because this is where I landed. I came from a different country and I landed within the military community, and I wanted to know how can I help this community that has embraced me and given me a kind of another identity that I didn't know. So I wanted to impact the military community. So I decided to get in. Once I identified the military community, then I went out to search for the organizations that are serving the military community. So there's Blue Star Families as one of the flag bearers. And I'm like, oh, this would be a good place because they already do amazing job. So let me find myself in here and help with continue with the great work that Blue Star Families does. There's a lot of other organizations, but this stood out for me as one of those organizations that really does amazing job. So once I identified, I went on and did my informational interviews. I looked for the people that were in there. Um, so talking to a deployed fellow that I was interested in the fellowship. So talking to two, three of them. I wanted to know what their day was like, just like you asked me. What does this involve? What do you do? And is it something that I would want to do? So those informational interviews, very, very important. So once I knew that this was something I would be interested in, then waited for the opportunity to put an application in. And guess what? It gave me an edge because I already knew what they were looking for, and I would put that and tailor my resume to fit into what they needed. And here I am, right?
And here you are, and you are delighting us with all of your very unique career trajectory. Thank you so much for taking the time. And this is so intense. We're definitely going to look up and follow up with you, which makes me wonder and ask my next question: what is next for you? And how can we all support you? And what's your next call to action? Three questions all at once. What's next for you? How can we support you? And what's next for you? Tell us, Lydia. How do we make your day better?
Make my day better by providing me with all the resources that I need to share with my community. I need those resources to share for myself and for my community. How can you support me? Just like any other military spouse or anyone looking for a job, find a way to send a resume to somebody to, look at it and see if it hits all the points that you need them to hit. If I need resources like how do I tailor my resume, I know I can send that to you, or I know I can send that to someone else within an organization or someone that supports career development. What's next for me? I am looking so much to support the community of foreign born military spouses. I want to make sure that those like me who come into this country, not knowing what they are signing up for, to at least know that this is what it actually involves to be a spouse within the military, and to know how to acclimate yourself with your career, with the finances, having a community around you, and all the things that you need, making sure that I'm connecting them to resources that they need, and to make sure that they don't feel as lonely as probably I felt when I got here and didn't know where to start from. So that's what's next for me. Wherever that lands me at, God knows. But I'm hopeful that I will continue to serve this community.
Fabulous. And we're all, of course, cheering behind the scenes and side by side with you to make sure that we continue to navigate this finance issues and careers in finance for all military spouses are of interest, and make sure that we all support because we're all in this together. So thank you so much, Lydia, for joining me and for sharing your unique career spotlight, spending your Thursday evening with me. This is very, very insightful. And I also would like to encourage everyone else who, if you have a very unique career, if you are in the finance industry, please log into our digital careers community. I have a forum discussion going on right there, sharing about your day to day. All you have to do is go to our neighborhood, find the forum, which is very highlighted on the top, and then hit reply, and then share your job. What does your day-to-day job look like in the finance sector? We want to know. We want to explore all these unique careers that if we don't know, we don't know, right? And so we want to all as a community inspire others and let others know that there's careers beyond the traditional ones. So go out there and share your wealth of knowledge with other military spouses. Anything else, Miss Lydia, as we wrap it up? We're getting ready here to call it in for the day.
Not really. I just say, excuse me, know yourself, know what drives you, know, have a target where you are, and do those informational interviews, find out as much as you can, and don't forget to tailor the resume. That's the magic.
Yes, yes. And we are so grateful for your tips and tricks, and thank you so much. And most importantly, for sharing your very unique career. We look forward to the Monday money tips. Say it with me. Say it
Laura,
with me. Tell me.
Money Mondays.
Money Mondays. There you
Yes.
go. She said it. My Spanglish took over community, but that's okay. It's okay. That's what we're here. We're all in this together. So thank you
Yeah.
so much. We'll see you next time at our next Unique Career Spotlight. Thank you, Lydia.